to get.
I think people kind of think that celebrities came on, this is like the craziest that it can get. I think it's gonna get way crazier. But it's not gonna be in the way you expect it. I think we definitely didn't expect the celebrities.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like we didn't expect the thing with the whole celebrity piece. We're not going to expect what's coming next. And even I can't necessarily tell you what it is, but I think we can predict that if we keep building in the direction that we have already been, we've already been, and the things that we've been betting on, we're gonna get there eventually. And it's going to be sooner rather than later, for sure.
Bro, thanks for coming on. It was
Thank
a
you,
fucking
too.
banger.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Alon, co-founder of Pump Fun. Thank you all so much for pulling up. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll catch you when I catch you. I'll see you when I see you. Have a great rest of your day. Love you, motherfuckers. Peace. We don't usually do this, but Malcolm's here. He's been a fucking big part of this. He's got a step. I'm going to let him pop on and ask a question real quick if you're cool with that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, one is how many coins have launched on Pump.fun so far?
Yeah, so this is something...
Millions?
Over 1 million.
Over 1 million. Okay, cool. So, I mean, majority of the coins that launch on Pump.fun go to zero, but you've had a few that have been wildly successful, reaching like $1 billion. So the question is, what does it take for a Pump.fun coin to reach $1 billion?
You need a really, really, really banger narrative from start to finish, right? And you need something that not only resonates with people in the beginning, but you need a narrative that can evolve into something later on. I feel like some things are kind of obvious. Like, obviously you've had like dog coins and stuff because there's Doge and whatnot. The earliest successful memes have been dogs, so surely the most successful coin is going to be a dog too because it's meme coins, right? It's kind of obvious. But slowly it's becoming more interesting because now it's like, okay, you've got political coins. Some people think it's total bullshit. Some people think it's like there's something there. Some people, you're wearing the moguls. Some people love culture coins, things that are culturally relevant. Other people want to take it even a step further, and they want to make it like a really interactive experience, so to speak. You've got like Pump.fun live streams, or even before that, I'm sure you guys saw like the really wild live streams that have been taking place. Mm-hmm. There's many things that you can do, but the main thing is like you need to stand out somehow. So either you need to pick a narrative that you think can really scale. I think yeah, culture coins are a really good example of that because that's the whole point of culture coins, that they can really scale because people outside of the space are already familiar with those, with those memes and those terms and these like notions. People know what it means to get mogged. You know what I mean?
Makes sense. Yeah.
And it really depends. So, but you can't just fit everything in one bucket. You've got Pepe and Doge, for instance. That's like Lindy. So, and that Pepe, for instance, I don't think my normie friends really get or understand Pepe. But that doesn't really matter because in the crypto space, that's like the meme from day one, right? And there's a lot of liquidity in this space, so it makes sense that it's a dominant meme. Anyway, I think I'm kind of repeating myself with the narrative thing, but you need a really strong narrative. I think generally the more transparent you are, the better. I think back in the day, you could really get away with doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes, and it was kind of people didn't really care because, dev is based, whatever. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. If they're gonna dump on me and rug me, then whatever. But these days, the standard is much higher. You can say whatever you want about Pump.fun, but I think I might touch on this later. But like, I think the standard or the bar has been raised so significantly that you might as well just be fully transparent about what your intentions are from day one. I think that is a huge reason why, hate all you want, but Mother went to like 200 million. Right. Why did it go that way? And all these other celeb coins went to zero. Obviously, most of them fucking rugged them, but Iggy could have just kind of sat on it and not really done anything. She could have sold, not sold, whatever. But the point is that she was being transparent about what she's trying to do here. And slowly people realize, okay, there could be something to it. And I think that's what drove it. That's what drove its mind share. Again, like you can hate all you want about its price action, bag holders, whatever. But ultimately we're talking about it right now. And that's the important thing. So yeah, transparency is really important. You should also get the right people involved for sure. I think if you're a dev and you create it, you don't fall into like short-term traps. Like, giving people free shit. Ultimately, people need to like actually like it, like the meme and believe in it and get on board with it too. Because if they want you to if it's a transactional, like if you ask me for 5% of the supply or whatever, so you shill it, it's just not going to work out anyway. Right. So like, well, what the hell's the point? And it's memes, man. Like, what are we doing? What are we like? Why are we striking these deals like it's some infrastructure deal? You know what I mean?
Right.
Some vaporware garbage behind the scenes deal. You know, like why we're not doing that?
Yeah.
We're trying to unite behind something that we actually kind of find funny and we think can scale reasonably. So yeah, I think these three factors are pretty important. Who you get involved, the narrative, and transparency.
Very cool. And another question is, you've seen a lot of people from different walks of life launch coins, right? You have like the kid in his basement who's never launched a coin or touched crypto. He finds Pump.fun, he launches something. And then you have sophisticated dev teams going out and orchestrating launches and KOLs and all these different things. Are there any themes or just like insights you've had from watching the best teams evolve? Like, what does it look like? Like the coins who have been successful, what do the teams look like? How do they evolve over time? And yeah, just explain like meme coin teams on Telegram. It's just such an interesting phenomenon.
That's a really good question. I think these are the sorts of things that never get mentioned. Forget on like podcasts and stuff, but not even on crypto Twitter. People think it's like, I don't know. I think it's actually, it doesn't. I think I mentioned the builders earlier on. Builders don't really understand the space. I think even on crypto Twitter, people don't even like talking about what goes into a meme coin because they think it's irrelevant and cringe. You know what I mean? It's like, but these are the things that users are talking about in their chats. Like how do I dev this coin? How do I get this to the next level? So I feel like the most important thing is you need to understand kind of what game you're playing, right? So if you know I'm really good at, I can kind of get this off the ground, but to take it to the next level, I need some people to raise more awareness for it. Then you need to go out and make those connections, make those friends, right? Ultimately, these, if you think about it, like in terms of product, like product is nothing without distribution. So if there's like a meme out there and you're not able to show people what it is and what the narrative is, then it doesn't matter. So you need people that can help you do that. Whether it's, I don't know, creating memes, whether it's getting it out there on crypto Twitter in one way or another. The simplest way people do it is the KOL shit, but there's other ways to do it. You can just do something that's just really funny. Like for instance, something I found really funny is people like shilling coins outside of crypto Twitter, like dating apps or something.
Yeah.
I think we all know what we're talking about. Yeah. I think we all know what we're talking about. That shit is really funny. Like if you're creative about it, you're gonna stand out. I think it's like people see oh my god, there's like hundreds of thousands of coins on Pump.fun. You'd be surprised how easy it is to stand out. Truly, like just go on there. I think put your creative mind in it. It's definitely doable. So yeah, definitely creative, but you need to be willing to adapt and just believe in the vision. I mean, ultimately, if you're the one that created it, you need to be willing to give quote unquote give a piece of it to other people. Like you can't just take all the credit, or you can't be afraid to be super under the shadows as well. People really like it when there's a leader that's kind of leading it. Michi comes to mind when it comes to that. Mog has that too. A bunch of these have that, and I think that's really important. But yeah. We can run in circles and mention every single coin out there and what they did well, but I think they all come back to these notions.
Yeah. What's super cool is that a meme coin team oftentimes is not composed of the people who started the coin, right? You'll have somebody start the coin and then maybe they'll rug, maybe there'll be a CTO, or maybe people will just buy the coin because they like the meme and then they start participating. It does feel very future of work in that sense, where you can kind of be like if you're a good meme maker, for example. Right, and you like a given meme, you can buy some of the supply, and then you start participating, start onboarding your friends, and just kind of emergently evolving like this. But I think, looking back on this time period in a few years, we're going to be like, oh, this was a turning point for how crypto teams operate. It's almost like this meme coin meta has created DAOs in a much more efficient way. Like the goal of the DAO was a decentralized organization that was, people participated when they owned part of the coin, and you kind of got this emergent organization. But there's all these rules and governance and all these different things. But with meme coins, everybody just buys some of the supply. They come and they work together. They make decisions. Sometimes there's conflicts. They have to figure it out. But it's just like a beautiful emergent thing that you've created here.
That's a really good point. I actually haven't heard that comparing meme coins to DAOs, because DAOs are like this really abstract theoretical concept. You do a bunch of people do a bunch of research in it and how to optimize them around certain protocols and stuff like that. In reality, most of them have absolutely no use case whatsoever. But the best things in any industry happen spontaneously. You know, they're emergent behaviors, and you get that with meme coins, because people are doing that. You know, people can watch this clip, call me a clown, whatever, but like, people are using this, people are doing this.
Right.
That's a fact.
Yep.
And this is how they're doing. I think people should fucking study this.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
if you're trying to build a DAO, like, study this. Like, you need to, because you're seeing thousands of, how can you be seeing thousands of experiments of people doing a very similar thing to what you're setting out to build, and you're like negating that, and you're looking past that? It's, if you have that mindset, you're pathetic, truly, and you're never going to succeed. You need to really look at reality and see what people are doing. And I feel like that's a fantastic point. Yeah, I think it's kind of on another note. It's really interesting how these kind of community takeovers take place. When a dev sells, or when there's like a couple of them going on at the same time or something. Ultimately, like, it's just something that you can't really explain to someone when they haven't been a part of it. It's like the closest example, if you want to talk DAOs and like finance or whatever.
Yeah.
You've got like multiple people trying to acquire something at the same time,
Right.
but it's like, and control it. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's silly comparing those two, but it's like, you need to really live it to understand what's going on there, and it's very entertaining as well. Yeah. So I'd urge people to play around with it a little more, take it a little bit more seriously, for sure.
Awesome. Cool. Well, sorry for hijacking the pod. I'll give it back to Thread.